Hello and welcome to CSEC 630, section 9049 in semester 1302. My name is Frank Monaco. Please call me Frank, FJM, or Professor Monaco. I'll be your instructor for the next 12 weeks and the prevention and protection strategies in cybersecurity. I wanted to take a few seconds to go over the operation of WebTyco as it pertains to this course. Basically, you can find my bio up at the top of this screen, and also the most important part of for the beginning, at least, is the class announcements page, which is the page we're on. The way I've done class announcements is it's a little bit probably more than what you're used to, but I put all the information that you need to get started on the class announcements, and the oldest announcement was the first announcement, so it's down at the bottom. So if you scroll to the bottom, you find a complete schedule of the course in condensed form. It's accurate as far as I know. The real copy of this is inside of the syllabus. But anyways, I also put in for each week what the subject is and what assignments are due. Like this means conference activity number 1, and there's a turn-it-in test where I ask you to take a page or any kind of document that you have and send it to turn it in just to make sure you have an account and everything's working good. And then this is a conference activity week 2, lab 1, etc. So this, I print this out and have it handy, and that'll help you get through the course, the 12 weeks. Also, there's some information about grading. Remember that the standard grade for courses in the graduate program is a B. In order to get an A, you got to go above and beyond, well above and beyond. And so I want to make sure you all understand that. B is the standard grade, and that's what most of you will end up with unless you show some extraordinary work. In either case, the latest announcements is at the top. The key to all of my announcements is a £sign followed by a number, dot number. So this is the third announcement for 0 week, which is the week before the course starts, or the weeks before the course starts. The course actually starts on February the 4th. So the announcements has a lot of good information in it, and I encourage you to keep this handy. Look at it first before you do anything else. The syllabus, the faculty center doesn't concern you. The syllabus does, of course, and there's a printable version of the syllabus which has my contact information. I will attempt to respond to you within 24 hours or assume something bad happened to me and contact the department head. I will respond by email, private message, any way that you want that we could set up even on some of the other social media techniques that we have, services that are out there. Grading information, project descriptions, all that stuff is spelled out in detail in this syllabus. Course content has some information, reserved readings, there aren't any, but there are some e-chapters. Here's the conferences. This is where most of your work are. There's 6 conference activity weeks where you'll be graded, and these are what we call the general conferences. So everybody needs to check in here, the first conference, and you'll see our TA's name and my name, and I ask you to post something like that with your name as part of the topic, so we could all introduce yourself to your classmates and a little bit of background. In addition, I'd like you to put your bio up there if you could. If you can go back here and put your bio in the bio section or under class members, you'll see there's a place to put your bio. Okay. Conferences also there's a couple conferences there that I want to point out. These are standard conferences. Check in here, Code of Civility, Student Conduct, FAQs, and then Questions for the Instructor is a conference where if you have general questions for everybody in the class, this is the place to put them. Questions for my TA for this particular section right here. Turn it in, detailed instructions on how to access the turn it in for this section. It's got a special code there and a password. And then cyber cafes, anything else you want to talk about, including but not limited to cybersecurity type information. And going back into the main screen, the bibliography, I try to keep most of these up to date. There might be some bad links. If you find a bad link, please let me know. I wanted to point out study groups. This we'll be using later on for the team assignment, which gets assigned in lesson number 5. The team assignment will break you down into groups alphabetically. Every other person, if there's 3 groups, it'll be every 3rd person in a group. There's no preferences given, and I've already named the groups: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Marine Corps, Marines and Coast Guard. Anyways, those groups, you'll hear more about that as the course progresses. Grade book is, you know it as the assignments folder. That's where you post your labs and your team assignment and your individual assignment. Chat room, if you want to gather with a few of your classmates to chat. If I'm online, I'll answer you on the chat room if I'm here. Class members, just lists all the members of the class and basically your email and your bios. So basically, this is an area I'd like you to put a bio out there so we can introduce yourself, and in particular any CSEC background that you might have. We learn in this course from classmates and also from the text and the content, and a little bit from me. It's mostly from classmates and the experience that you guys and gals bring to this section. And at the end, there's the private messages. That's the last thing that you should worry about on the screen. You'll be able to send me a private message. Make sure you pick out this is the section that I'm teaching. I'm also teaching another section a little later in the semester. So if you send it, it'll be addressed to me and me only, or to whoever you address it to. It's a private message. The ones that are in the conference up here, questions for the instructor, those are public for everybody in the course. So you have to be careful when you click on that. If you post something out there, everybody will see it. Questions for the instructor. Okay, let's get back out to the main screen. Again, my name is Frank Monaco. I'll be your instructor for this course, trying a guided tour of the information. If you got any questions, please don't hesitate. My email is all over the place. There's a click. You could click on that or send a private message to me. And good luck in the prevention and protection strategies in cybersecurity for semester 1302.